How's it going, everyone? You're watching the Green Dream Project. Jim here. My wife and I, we're building our own earth bag home off-grid here in the Arizona desert. And we're about to power this dome 100% off of our solar array. But there is so much to do. I gotta get plates on all the electrical outlets. I gotta arrange my electrical box and get that ready. And then I have got to run wire from the shed over to the dome. I'm just crazy upset with myself. And I gotta do all this quickly because rains are coming soon. Unexpected rainstorm, y'all! And I gotta beat them. So I'm under the gun. Let's get this done. Let's do it. So y'all, I have to show you this. This is so cool. Of course, you know, Jess and I, we just took a road trip. We got back a little while ago, and I gotta show you what we ended up picking up. Y'all, some of our viewers contacted us after watching our electrical video, and they offered us some wire. They wanted to donate some wire to the build. We got maybe 60 odd feet here of 6 gauge wire. We also got a couple rolls of 14 gauge wire and a roll of the 12 gauge that I've been using. So that is absolutely fantastic. Jess and I are beside ourselves. It's incredible when people reach out to us like that. It was great getting to meet some of our viewers. We had an excellent time talking to them. So generous of them to donate to our build here. We'll definitely put this stuff to use, so thank you so much. Woohoo! Unexpected rainstorm, y'all! And we weren't supposed to get rain for like another few days. This is incredible. I'm doing my usual running around, making sure everything's looking good. All right, even though we're getting a little bit of rain, plenty of work can be done on the inside. I'm gonna put some plates on all the switches and outlets. Kind of protect it a little bit. Then to get ready for some major electrical stuff. So I'm over here at the breaker box. I'm just gonna do a little rearranging before getting to the nitty-gritty stuff. I got a 50 amp breaker that I'm gonna install, and there's a 30 amp breaker that I'm gonna take out. We're not using it anymore, and I'm gonna clean up some of these wires. I'm gonna shut off both the breaker inside the panel, and I'm also gonna shut off the breakers right before the panel. So that should cut off all electricity flow to the panel, but I'll give it a test first. This one up here. Before I knew too much about wire, so these are, they're not stranded cables, they're solid, and it's definitely a little stiffer, a little tougher to kind of move around, but I'm going to remove this cable when I get the opportunity. And maybe we can use that wire for something else. I'm just gonna give this a quick wipe down. You ready to fire this thing up? Mm-hmm. I don't know if I am. Okay. Well, we'll turn these on, and then we'll turn that back on, and hopefully everything's good. All right, we're still good. And the panel's a little cleaner. Perfect for adding more stuff in. Woo! It's coming down again, y'all! We're getting that rain! And I gotta fix the ray gauge because it's at an angle! Alright, y'all. Back at it again. So a slight interruption for having gotten the wrong face plates here. Got the right ones. The ones for the switches are looking good. I'm gonna get these attached to these outlets and we should be moving right along. Looking nice. All right, with this last one here downstairs, We got all the cover plates on. Looking real nice. Starting to come together over here. Good morning, y'all. You can tell it's the morning because the moon is still bright and high in the sky. It's crazy to see. But the temperatures are perfect this morning. I mean, it feels really good. Perfect working temperature. That's why I'm out here. And time to get to it. Time to start running this wire from the shed over to the house and get things hooked up. I got a bunch of my conduit over here. I probably won't need all of this. Might end up returning some of it. Some of this was purchased with the intent of going to the other dome. Now we're just going straight from the shed to the dome, and then from the west dome to the east dome. Alright, so I'm going to start out by putting a hole here through our shed. Actually, it is a fiber adobe mix, just shredded paper and soil that's in this wall right here. The only thing that concerns me is that there is wire right in the middle. I don't know if it's going to be difficult to drill through. I might have to kind of drill part of the way, cut up that wire, then continue on drilling. But I'm going to put a hole in here so I can run the conduit through. Once I get through this, I should be able to start hooking things up. You can see all the paper fiber coming out of there. That was actually way easier than I thought it would be. Maybe there's actually no wire in this section. That could be. Should be able to get the conduit through. This is a 1 1/4 inch drill bit, and it's 1 inch conduit. So I'm going to double check. But we should be ready to go. It might be a little noisy in here with the inverters and a fan going, but bear with me. Reaching the end of the line here. This is about the last full piece before we get to the dome. Now I just need to add one more length of pipe and I'll connect it to the box over here. But before I do that, I'm going to shut this down to get this last length of pipe from the conduit into the box here. Alright, all attached, looking good. You know I'm bringing the pipes back, right?
Yeah.
Comfy?
Yeah.
Comfy, buddy? Hey. Going to get a cheap tool at Harbor Freight. Shh, don't tell anyone. Got the last few little bits and bobbles for the electric. And then these are really cool. So of course we've been spraying them tables a lot recently. We got a tiny little baby sprayer, 1 gallon. What do you think of that, Jess?
Nice.
Yeah, nice little handheld thing. Very easy, very portable. And we got this big old baddie, 4 gallon backpack sprayer. What do you think about that? Well, we're back home, and today is one of the hottest days yet of the year. Today is supposed to hit 102. Oh my gosh. But the thing is, this heat precedes the rains. We could be getting rain any day now. And I would really like to get the electrical situated before the rains come down. I'd like to get the wire run through the conduit, and I'd like to get this trench filled in. It'll be my first time doing anything like this, so wish us luck. So I have got a lot to do before the rains come. Man, it's cloudy today. It looks like it could rain today. Especially out here in the desert, it's very hit or miss. Maybe a neighbor a mile away could get a bunch of rain, we might not get anything, or vice versa. Very unpredictable. But supposedly we shouldn't get any rain until tomorrow evening, and I got a lot to do till then. I'm gonna put this elbow on, and I might kind of have to dig out this back area a little bit so it sits a little flatter. I probably could have cut this pipe a little shorter, but as close as I can get this to the house, the better, in my opinion. So this pipe has been in this wall for a long time. I'm just gonna cut this off, and then I'll put some 1-inch pipe right through here. We're getting down to the home stretch. All connected to the house, y'all. It's looking good. All right, we got it. Good morning, y'all. Beautiful, cloudy morning. Oh, look at this, it's amazing. But today is the day that we're gonna try and fish the wire through the conduit. So I've actually already tried kind of working with the fish tape a little bit, and I put it through the other side of the conduit. Tried running it over here, but I think I got hung up on all those 90s I put in. I'm no expert, so all the experts out there, don't laugh. See?
Oh, I saw it pop out.
Did it pop out?
It popped out.
I got it! Inspector Crusoe is making sure the job is done right. Alright, so Jess is going to be helping out. She's going to create the hook that we're going to use to attach to the fish tape and pull it through the conduit. How confident do you feel about this?
I really have no idea what I'm doing.
I love the honesty. Sure. Now he's laying down on the job. You can hear me, right? I can hear you. Ready? Pull. Well, just got back a little while ago from getting more supplies. Got everything torn out of the ground. It's heartbreaking. I'm just crazy upset with myself. Yeah, I thought I had done my research. I thought I had done my due diligence. I was feeling confident that this would work. Maybe I just tried stuffing way too much into that 1-inch pipe. Having this failure with the pipe is just even harder to take because our main camera broke as well just the day before. So it was just like one hit right after another. And we're in a time crunch too. You can see the clouds are overhead. It wants to rain bad. So I don't really have a whole lot of time to feel sorry for myself. Maybe I can feel sorry for myself later. But I got to get back to it, and I got to get this 1 1/4 inch run. And that for sure will be good enough to make this run. Should fit almost twice the amount of wire I was stuffing into it before. You know, we're on a tight budget here, and sometimes I try and make decisions based on that. And you know, I gotta make the right decision. And sometimes if I go a little larger or go a little bit more expensive to get the better thing, sometimes it's worth it in the long run. I was just confident. I thought the 1-inch pipe would do, but apparently, you know, I've never run wire before. Maybe a pro could have done it. Maybe a pro had some tricks to do it. but it was just way too tight for that wire. Let me get this new stuff installed, and hopefully we can get this done before the rains come. I don't have a whole lot of time. Wish me luck, y'all. Well, the journey to fixing a mistake begins with putting in the first pipe. At least I think that's how it goes. Yeah, here we go. Let's do this all over again, shall we? So maybe since I've done this all already, it'll go a lot quicker. Hey y'all. Good morning. Actually, I got most of this line run last night, but I am out here so early in the morning that I have no light. So I'm just going to, I already got the power switched off here. I'm just trying to knock out more of this knockout so I can get a larger box adapter in here and put this last piece of pipe in. It's creepy being out here at this time. I got the fish tape through again, but I don't want to get too excited this time because obviously we had issues the last time. Now as soon as Jess gets up, we'll attach it and then try and push this through. Wish us luck, y'all. We are going to need it. Of course, now that I got everything set up for wiring, now it's time to take Crew for a walk. Crew! We'll get him a little walk, let him do his business, then we'll get on to stuffing that wire in that tube. So while Jess is firmly attaching the wire to the fish tape, I assembled a little reel stand for the wire, and hopefully that'll make things a little easier to get the wire off the reels. Okay, ready? Pulling. All right, y'all. We are making some really good progress. I think we got about 10 feet to go before we hit those 90s. Oh man, it is a workout. I had to switch to another pair of gloves, and this thicker pair of gloves, I think it has better grip, and that's helped out tremendously. Like I said, I think we got 10 feet to hit those 90s and not a whole lot more to go then after that. How's this been for you?
Well, it's a lot easier than it was yesterday.
How's it working out here for you? You got a system down?
Yes. Setting these spools up like that really helps a lot.
Does it?
Yeah.
All right, you ready to hit this? Not too much more to go. Let's do it. All right, I'm ready whenever you are. So like I said, with these gloves, it's been a lot easier. I got much better grip. It's going a lot smoother. It's still pretty tough. Like I said, I should be able to fit almost twice as many wires as we got going through there, but it still ain't easy. I also got a step stool in here because I'm a little guy, and it just gives me better leverage getting a little up higher. I'm just a little guy. And I've stepped up on the platform to give me even more leverage. Come on! We're close, y'all. We're getting there. Oh, I got it! I can't believe it!
We did it!
Do you think this is what giving birth is like? Like it's all dirty, you gotta spank it to make sure it's breathing. Jess, you know we did this before the big storm.
We did it!
So we just got this last little bit of wire. What I'm gonna do is unspool it. So we'll just unspool the rest of this wire and we'll push it through into the dome. Jess is going to tidy up the wires here on the inside. We still can't do anything with these wires yet. We can't hook them up. But in the meantime, I'm going to be backfilling the trench. All right, now that the trench is all sealed up, last thing to do is get this all sealed up. We beat the range, y'all. That's crazy. It's cutting it close, but we did it. Well, y'all, luckily this story has a happy ending. It's not too often I get down on myself out here. You know, I usually take the mistakes in stride, but this one hit me a little harder. And I thought I had done a lot of research, and I was pretty confident that I should have been able to make that run with that wire. Eventually, I was the one that had to be like, you know, we gotta stop. But she would have been out there all day pushing on that wire to get that through. I guarantee you that. At some point, you gotta like stop and you gotta rethink things. I had to bite the bullet. I had to take out all that PVC and put in the 1 1/4. Now she's not talkative at all. And she doesn't, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but she doesn't like saying things, and that's even to me. She just depends on that telepathic communication, and surprisingly it works quite a bit.
That might have been the hardest part for me, having to shout at you.
Yeah, it's just really a matter of finding that rhythm so that like, when I'm pulling, she's pushing. So it's just finding that rhythm and then working together. Mm-hmm. And that made it a lot easier. Just like marriage, right? Finding that rhythm and being able to work together.
You know, pushing and pulling. And shouting.
and a little, there's always a little bit of shouting when it comes to a marriage. Do you think that's how we made it work all this time? Finding that rhythm with each other? So maybe if you could take one lesson away, maybe it's that. Oh, and getting the correct size pipe for the wire you need. Always maybe oversize your pipe a little bit than you think you might need, especially if you're new to running wire. That was a hard loss to take, but we came back strong. Crew's here. Crew's always willing to comfort me when I'm down. And that was a workout. Pulling that wire, that still required a lot of strength. And then filling that whole ditch in before the rain came. I was burning some calories that day, I'll tell you that much. You leaving? We're not done yet, buddy. But so cool. So we got the wire into the house. Very cool, but we're not done yet. We don't have power in there yet. So I got to make some modifications to that box, and I am still waiting on breakers. Breakers are so tough to find. I don't know if they're tough to find where you are, but over here, none of the stores have any of the breakers I need. So I actually had to order it from one of the old stores I used to frequent in Wisconsin, Menards. Save big money at Menards. Any of y'all know about Menards? So that's kind of a surprise. So I'm waiting on that. But we're getting very close.
I think we're excited that we did it, and we're just that much closer to powering up this house.
Yeah, I got knocked down, but I got up again. You're never gonna keep me down. How's the rest of that go?
I don't know, that's the only part I know.
You know, yeah, I got knocked down, but I took my lumps. I learned my lessons, and I came back with a better plan, a stronger plan. I wish it hadn't cost me more money, but you know, we're on a limited budget, but you got to take those lumps and you got to do what you got to do. But we got it done, and yeah, like she said, we're just one step closer. Thanks so much for watching and taking part of this journey with us, for the lows and the highs. All right, we'll catch you on the next video. Bye.